This Morning on CBS 6.
Well, happy Friday to you. I'm Greg McQuaid. Thanks for joining us. Well, we step into our first segment talking about heel pain and arthritis, which can lead to inflammation. And as you age, you may experience one or more of these ailments. Well, our first guest is offering a free foot pain seminar, and you are invited. Our good friend of the show, Dr. Mitchell Waskin, makes a return visit to Virginia this morning. Doctor, it's always a pleasure. Nice to see you.
Greg.
We were just asking, when is your busy time of year? You said it's always busy, 365 days of the year. I guess pain in the foot does not go away.
It sure doesn't. In fact, it surprised me. I look at our practice, the number of patients we see, and I multiply that by other people, docs around the city that see patients, and it's just amazed me how many people have foot pain.
Doctor, what is the cause of foot pain? Is it acute injury or is it hereditary, or both?
Well, actually, it's both. Obviously, if a bus runs over your foot, we know what the cause of the pain is there, but the majority of people's pain is really what we call functional. You're born with a foot structure that's not quite exactly normal, so you get little imbalances that causes muscle imbalances and stresses and strains in your foot that don't belong there, and then that causes problems like a lot of people have chronic heel pain, oftentimes called plantar fasciitis or bunions or hammer toes. All these come from these functional imbalances in your foot.
Are there treatments for these, or do you have to live with the pain?
No, actually, there's treatments for just about everything. It's funny, we get a lot of people that come in the office and they've had pain for years, and they finally come in to be treated, and when you ask them why did they wait so long, they say, well, I just thought that foot pain was normal. You're just supposed to have a certain amount of pain, and it's actually not true at all.
Tell us about some of those treatments. Are they painful themselves?
Well, it depends. The majority of them are not. Obviously, sometimes these treatments have to go to surgery, and you're going to have your post-surgical pain. But for the majority of the conservative treatment, it's not painful at all. In fact, we have a new treatment available. It's a type of pain laser. It's the only one that's in Richmond, and it's completely non-painful. And treatments are about 10 minutes and helps oftentimes a lot with lots of types of foot pain, heel pain, nerve pain, tendinitis.
And this is the laser that we're looking at right here, this video right there.
Yes. That's what we have in our clinic. It's a robotic laser. We set the parameters for it, and then it pretty much does the treatment itself. The average treatment is about 10 minutes. Again, you feel almost nothing, and sometimes the results are literally instant. People oftentimes walk out after just the very first treatment and can already feel a difference. Usually it's a series of 6 treatments, which is all people need.
Doctor, a lot of people coming off, thousands of people coming off of the UCROPS Monument Avenue 10K. They ran or jogged 6.2 miles. Safe bet that some of those people were running in pain?
Yeah, a lot of them limping off.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. And most of that is really easily controllable. The majority of people, again, have this little bit of an imbalance in their foot. You may have heard of things called foot orthotics. Think of it as a custom arch support that goes inside your shoe. Oftentimes, that's actually all that's needed to prevent a lot of these problems. Another big problem is just people just don't have the flexibility that they should have, and therefore causes overstressing and straining of certain muscles. So it's usually really simple things that can prevent injury.
A lot of people stretch the muscles before they get out and exercise. They stretch the back, they stretch the arms, they stretch the legs. Never really think about stretching the foot. Are there some exercises that people can incorporate into their daily routine to stretch out the foot muscles?
Well, a lot of the leg muscles control the foot muscles, so you definitely want to stretch out the lower leg muscles. But then there are exercises to stretch out just the small muscles in the foot. It sounds really silly, but I tell my patients, I say, when you wake up in the morning, just draw the alphabet with your foot. And that really loosens up just about all the muscles and joints in your foot.
Interesting. So while you're laying there, just do the alphabet. Just 26 letters.
26 letters.
Tell us about those inserts. Are they over the counter, or do they have to be prescribed?
There's both. At our clinic, we have inexpensive over-the-counter ones. They're just basically a good firm arch support. And then at the other end of the spectrum, we have completely custom-made devices. And then in between, we have what we call a semi-custom. We start with a basic shell and then just do some modifications, depending on your foot structure and how much control you need. It depends on which device you need to get.
I did purchase some new sneakers that have a lot of arch support, and I have some inserts myself because I heard about something about pronating. A running expert told me that I pronate. What is that?
Right. A lot of people have a deviation in their foot that causes their foot just to flatten too much. And when your foot flattens too much, typically that's really what we talk about when we say overpronation. So they do make a lot of running shoes that are made specifically to decrease the amount of pronation. And that works great for people that have just mild malalignments. But then as you get to a more severe malalignment, the shoe itself is not going to really control it. That's why a lot of your better running shoes, in fact, just about all your better running shoes, have insoles that are made to come out so you can replace it with a custom device.
Smart stuff. Dr. Waskin, it's a pleasure. Always nice to
Good
see
to see you,
Listen,
Greg.
Dr. Waskin offering a free foot pain seminar Thursday, April 26th from 5:45 to 7 o'clock. Again, it is free. Registration is required. WTVR.com/VTM is the place where you'll go and find out more information by early afternoon. Thank you so much, Doctor. We appreciate it. Feel better already.